Here, and today I'm gonna do analysis on the episode named Training with a Monster. So the episode starts with a scene of battleground, and we could see a lot of dead techno demons. And here we could see a small techno demon tank cut in half and barely surviving, but at the next moment it gets crushed by the tank city of Toxicus. And here we could see Toxicus pressing some several buttons, and at the next moment we could see a strange pipe coming out of the tank city, and it releases a small base for two Toxicus minions to stay in it. And here we could see another ability of the tank city of Toxicus. I think so. This base is to keep Toxicus updated on live things at that place, and we could even spot three guns attached, and we could even see three guns attached to the small base. Even the small base could release toxic gas. And in the next scene we could see the leader of German tanks and the chief of Soviet Union tanks near a map, and we could see the tank city of Toxicus move to the front line, and the German tank leader nods his head like, okay, that's cool. At this point I was shocked. How could he be so cool about it? I mean, like, they had serious discussion about it and he is like chill. Anyways, in the next scene we could see Corrosion going into a room, and in the next scene I got traumatized. I mean, look, he closes the door with his literal back. Well, I mean, they are tanks, they don't have feelings like us. Anyways, after closing the door, he presses a button on the strange thing that Leviathan gave him, and it sent a signal to Leviathan. After receiving the signal, Leviathan opens a portal to go to train Corrosion on a plain field, and we could see Corrosion coming through a portal too. And then we could see Corrosion charging onto Leviathan with his blade, but Leviathan dodges him easily. And then Corrosion aims for his head, but Leviathan dodges it easily. He tries to attack Leviathan back twice, but he fails miserably. And then Corrosion charges very fast onto Leviathan, but Leviathan holds him at his neck. And then we could see Corrosion gasping for his breath, and then Leviathan says, you have potential, but you lack experience and defensive techniques. You rely only on speed and strength. Sometimes you need an alternative between defense and attack. Then Corrosion says, that's why I came to you. Teach me defensive techniques. Then Leviathan nods and says, try to deflect my shell. Don't worry, I won't fire at full power. Then Corrosion nods. Then Leviathan starts shooting at Corrosion with his shell. Corrosion tries to cut the shell in half, but he could not because of Leviathan's power, and the shell ends up blowing Corrosion's blade. But Leviathan does not stop attacking and makes minor damages to Corrosion. Corrosion looks confused, but Leviathan says the enemy won't wait and starts attacking again. But this time Corrosion disappears into toxic gas, and Leviathan lights the toxic gas with his fire. And then Corrosion is revealed, and Corrosion starts attacking Leviathan, but Leviathan deflects his shells very easily. And then Leviathan says, focus on your gas and create an acid shield around yourself. If you have no energy. Corrosion nods and tries to make a shield, but he could not, and Leviathan starts attacking him. And then we could see Corrosion formed a small shield, but it did not even last for a second. And then And then finally we could see corrosion forming a shield, but it was not strong enough to stop Leviathan's shell, and it ends up blowing corrosion's helmet. And then Leviathan says, "The lesson is over." And then let the tank city move on and we will continue training. And Leviathan sends corrosion to the tank city. And after that, corrosion opens the door he went through, and we could see Toxicus waiting for corrosion like he knows something, but corrosion does not panic and says, "Master, I am badly wounded. Heal your servant." Then Toxicus says, "I hope the one did it regretted it." Then corrosion says, "Without a doubt, the farther we go, the stronger the technodemons become." Then Toxicus says, "It doesn't matter. I almost subjugated KV-54. Soon we'll become even stronger." And after this, he starts repairing corrosion. But here we could observe him one mistake, that corrosion's helmet was back to normal before the repairing acid even touched him. And then corrosion opens his eyes, checks everything around him and leaves. And then the episode. If you liked my analysis, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And this is Elite Ratty signing out.